Hello, this is Dr. Natalie Lenore Blackman coming back to you with Abiding in the Secret Place. And on this episode, we are talking a little bit about why we want to be in the secret place and how wonderful it is in the secret place. And I guess what I would try to equate the secret place to is the goodness of God. And when I went on my 20-year hiatus and my 20-year journey of discovering God on my own, I mentioned that He never left me, okay? And I could be alone in the darkest time of my life, on a bathroom floor, crying my eyes out, but I always spoke with my Father. And He knew I was searching, and He knew I wanted, even though I knew how real He was, because He has never not communed with me, let's say that. He's always been beside me. But He knew that I wanted to explore every other avenue, right? I wanted to explore every other God. I hate to say that, but that's what I was doing, right? I was looking to discover the world's idea of who God was. And I didn't want to take for granted that I had been taught that this is who God was. But I wanted to explore all the other avenues. So, when you get into studying philosophy, which I did for many, 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 many years, you find out there are things called egocentric ideas, right? And so I didn't want to speak from a place of egocentrism, which ego is self, and egocentric is saying, what I am telling you is it. Like, look no further. This is it, right? But I had been brought up under that type of teaching that this is who God is, and there is no other way. And to be honest, in my search, that is the truth, okay? That is the truth that I arrived to, is that He is the ultimate truth because He is the creator of heaven and earth. But I wanted to explore other, religions and other ways of thought and other philosophies. And I wanted to know if what I'd been taught was true, or if it was just an egocentric perspective. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And in that discovery, what I found was no matter where I went, people will say, this is a saying I think, is no matter where you are, God is there. And He was there, and He was always with me. And there were times when He was silent, of course, because He wanted me to experience certain things, and He wanted me to feel what certain situations were without Him there. And those were very cold, hard times, very difficult times. I spent a lot of my life in chaos and what disarray. I had many relationships that were just nothing but brokenness, and two broken people trying to have a relationship is going to just be disastrous. And so when God called me back to Him, I began really trying to figure out, what was inside of me and what I was doing to attract such disappointment, hurt, frustration, anger, abuse. I mean, physical, verbal. I mean, my relationships would just be explosive. And I wanted to know, like, why is this happening to me? You know? And God began to show me that what is inside of us is a magnet. And that magnet draws us to other similar atmospheres or frequencies. Now that I know more that they're in the line of frequencies, but like attracts like. And so if you're full of chaos, not even on your own intentions, but you know, if your life feels chaotic or out of control or just disappointing, like you just suffer disappointment after disappointment, or loneliness, rejection. Oh my gosh, rejection I found was the number one issue I have dealt with since I was in the womb, and we will get into that. That was passed down, but rejection, like, do you feel rejected? Do you feel pushed away? You know, you're going to draw other people to you that are rejected. You're going to draw other people to you that are wounded. You're going to draw other people to you that are chaotic. You're going to draw that into your life. And so 10 years ago, that's what God started teaching me. I guess it was more like 11 now, but he started teaching me that I had things on the inside of me and I was attracting that atmosphere. And I'm just going to, for lack of a better word, call it the atmosphere of hell. Because when you're in it, that's what it feels like. And when you're not in it, you realize how dark it is, how damaging it is, and how it may have looked to others. I mean, you know, others may see you as a loose cannon, right? You know, your children may just know that anything can make mom fly off the handle, or anything can cause mom to have a breakdown, right? Or, you know, if you're not a mom, like you may be a wife and you just stay in a place of brokenness and mental distress. That is the opposite of the atmosphere of the secret place. The secret place operates at the frequency of heaven, and that is in a place where the fruits of the Spirit thrive. So when I wrote my book, This Magnetic Heart, what God showed me was that we have a heart that is meant to be magnetized to Him, to the Creator. And in that magnetism, we are drawn into the secret place because we realize no matter what road we went down, no matter what avenue we explored, nothing fulfilled us. Nothing replaced the void that is in our life, or specifically in our heart. And the heart is in the spirit, right? And then the spirit should control the soul, which is the mind, the will, and the emotions. And that should control your brain and your body. But it never does that. It's really the other way around. We really, some people are controlled by their body and their impulses, and then others are controlled by their soul, which are their soul wounds, the wounding and the trauma. But very few people operate out of the spirit, which is their heart, because so few people are magnetized to the Father. And so once that's your heart's desire, once God sees that heart condition, He looks not on the outward appearance of us, but on the inward parts, and He knows our heart. And when that heart says, I want that, I want to be in the secret place, I want to be with you, Father, when you get to that place, and when that cry is honest and sincere and says, I'm willing to lay down whatever I need to lay down to get to that place. Just get me there. I'm tired of living in the frequency of hell. That's exactly what I said. I mean, I was just like, okay, sir, I hear you calling my name. Yes, I'm done. Okay? I am done. Oh, I mean, the fact that I survived. I mean, he showed me over the years all the times that I should not have survived. And that just always brings me to my knees. Like, he showed me time and time again all the traps that were set up for me. Not by him. Nope. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, not the Father. And he showed me all the traps and how he kept me from every one of them. And it just brings me to my knees, as I said, and also brings me to a place of just awe of who he is, and awe of how he loves us, and how he loved me, even when I was completely unlovable. He loved me. And I want to explain that when you get into the secret place, what we couldn't feel when we were in the atmosphere of hell, you can begin to feel and experience. And when you experience his love, you will have no other desire. There will be nothing that you will want more. And so that secret place, that frequency of heaven, being magnetized to the heart of the Father, is such a gift. It is such a beautiful place of being. It's such a beautiful place to grow. It's such a beautiful place to tend the garden. And he's always thinking of us. He's always caring for us. He's always warning us. He's always preparing us. And I say, it's walking in the steps of my Father. It's being in alignment with him. It's being in sync with him. My heart is magnetized to his. So if he tells me to do something, I do it because I know that he knows something is coming that I need to either be prepared for, or I need to plant a seed for, or whatever. And he prepares me for glorious days as well. And so it's not all about warning. It's also about knowing what we love in life and vacations. And he takes care of every step of the way. Everything that we need when we entrust it to him, it's going to be perfect. Okay? He is a perfectionist. He is not one to be like, oops, I missed that tiny detail. Okay? He's perfect for type A people. Well, no, I take that back. He loves to surprise, and he does not like for anyone to figure out exactly what he's going to do. So no, not necessarily for type A people. That's too stressful. But when you learn to flow freely with him and you learn to trust him, which trust grows in the secret place, okay? When you learn to trust in the goodness of the Father, then you know that he knows the plans he has for you are to prosper you and to bring you a hope and a future. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will be back in a few minutes on a little bit more as we talk about the beautiful benefits of the secret place.